Hey guys, welcome to my channel. On today's video I'm going to be making pasta, and this particular pasta is one of my favorite pasta. It's called tagliatelle in Italian language. So I'm going to be using semolina flour. With this semolina flour I don't need egg. It's only when I'm using all-purpose flour then I can add egg to it. So I'm going to be adding semolina flour inside of this bowl here. Then we are going to be using water to mix our dough. After that, we'll be using this pasta machine. But if you don't have this pasta machine at home and you want to prepare pasta, you can still do it. All you need to do is just to use your rolling pin. Make sure it's flat, then you cut it to the shape you want with your knife. But since you are using this pasta machine, this is what we are going to use to cut our pasta once we are through with the dough. So I'm going to be adding about 1 cup of semolina flour into this bowl. So just add a little bit of water to mix my dough. Make sure that you don't put too much water because I'm making just small pasta. The one I will process and I will cook it. As you can see, our dough is already coming up. Your dough don't need to be too soft or too strong. It's better for it to be a little bit strong than over soft, because we are going to roll it out with our rolling pin before we start using the pasta machine to roll it out properly and before we now cut. So what I'm going to do right now, our dough is okay like this. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to cover this dough and I will put it in the fridge. I'm going to cover it up. I'll put it in the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then I'll bring it out to knead it a little bit. Then we roll it out and use our pasta machine to cut it. So let me take it to the fridge. As you can see, I just brought out the dough from the refrigerator. I left it for about 10 minutes. So I'm about to roll it out first on this surface before we use our pasta machine to cut it into our tagliatelle pasta. Just want to knead it a little bit. So I'll be using the rolling pin to roll it to a point before I use to a point that I'll be able to enter the pasta machine, the rolling section. If it's too thick, it will not be able to enter. Just like I'm doing it right now. If you don't have this pasta machine, you can use your hand to roll out your dough until it's extremely thin, that when you hold it on your hand, it will be like a see-through before you can cut it out. That's if you don't have your pasta machine. So it's okay like this. So what I'm going to be doing, okay, I just divided the pasta into two so that it will be easier for me. So let me roll this one out. I want to do it 2 batches. Okay, now I'm going to be using the pasta machine to continue the rolling out, then we'll cut. So I just finished setting my pasta machine. I'm about to roll it with the pasta machine. So if you have this pasta machine, first thing first, you put the setting in the highest. So that's the highest setting right now. From the highest, before you can go to the lowest, you take it stage by stage. Okay, now I need to reduce it. Okay. So you can see our pasta is already stretching. So our pasta is already stretching. So I need to reduce it. Keep reducing it until it's completely light. The shape might not be the same as I'm rolling it, but the end result matters. Still going to reduce it. Okay. If you have this machine, it will really be easy for you to make your pasta at home. The more it's getting stretching and getting thinner, you reduce your. Remember I said you start from the highest, then you start reducing it. Triple in length, because what I did, I separated it because I noticed that it was getting too long, so I had to cut it. So I'm putting it. So I need to roll it again. So I'm going to roll it one more time before I use the cutter side to cut it to our tagliatelle shape. As you can see, the pasta has increased. Meanwhile, the dough I mixed was just a small dough. Look at the pasta that we got out of that small dough. This is the last size. So now I'm going to put it on the cutter side. So let me fold it like this. This is the tagliatelle cutter side. I'm trying to place it properly So now I'm going to put this rolling pin so that when I'm eating it, I will just roll it on the fork with my sauce. Like I told you, I said the shape does not really matter at the initial stage. What matters is the end result, which is this one we are looking at. Now you see, this is our tagliatelle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to like put my flour to separate them. See, they're about to start gumming together, so I'll just putting it like this, trying to like separate it, although it will definitely separate in the hot water, because right now my pot is on the fire. So just trying to like use my hand to separate them a little bit. I think the next time I'm going to roll out, I will not allow it to be this long, so that it will be to easily separate from one another. So I'm using this flour so that it don't stick together. These are the remaining one. The dough, if you use this semolina dough, it will rise. In fact, it will triple in size. Look at the leftover we have not yet rolled out. So I'm still going to do the rest like that. Guys, this is the last batch of our pasta, and I'm about to cut it. Then I will tell you the techniques I used for the pasta not to gum together. You see, just about 1 cup and a half pasta has produced 1 cup and a half flour of semolina has produced a lot of pasta for us. Okay, this is the pasta. It looks a bit long. So look at the ones I've been doing since. What I did was I boiled my water. After boiling my water, I off the gas and I added the pasta to the hot water. And from inside the hot water, I started separating it from each other. So you can see they are coming to one another. So I started separating it. That's the techniques I used. So it's now I just on it again. The hot water will help me to separate the pasta from sticking to one another, because I made it a little bit long. So if you are going to do your own, for you not to have a little bit of this challenge, don't make it too long when you are cutting. See, I'm now using my hand to separate it from one another. Because what I did the first time, after cutting it, I just added flour to like not to stick together, but it didn't work like that. So I had to adapt this new system. So So when you make a fresh pasta like this, don't overcook it. At least within 3 minutes to 5 minutes, the pasta is ready because it's fresh pasta. It's not yet dried, so you can still cook it like that. Okay. So I've put this water. I added salt to it, so it's salt water. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover the pot. Then allow it to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes maximum. Then our pasta is ready. Just dish a little from the pasta I made. So for this pasta, I already have my tomato sauce before. So I'm just going to serve it with my tomato sauce. So it's really looking nice. This one is to show to you that you can make your own pasta. Any shape of pasta you want, you can do it at home with the help of your pasta machine or even manually. So that's it for today's video. If this is your first time of watching my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you have been watching before and you have subscribed, thank you very much. Please continue to encourage me. See you on the next video. Bye.